La 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 la.
Laclede's Landing. Restaurants, bars, businesses, a lot of cool places, and one dump. That's dump, D-U-M-P-E.
Some of us are slender, but all of us are tender. Some really for everyone and everyone tonight.
My name is Megan. I'm Megan Whoopi.
This isn't a dump, this isn't the dump, this is the Royal Dump. Royal Dump Dinner Theater. Dump with an E. And lords and ladies, this is the place on this side of the river for bawdy, naughty, impish, but never really vulgar entertainment from the 16th century. Fun with a touch of ribald. I've always wanted to say ribald in a story.
She offered her honor. And the room he honored her offer. I know, so that's the way I call my dog, you know, honor, offer, honor, offer.
This is a theater where rowdy lords and ladies don't applaud. They show their appreciation by banging the table. And what would a 16th century dump like this be without a fool named Patch? That's fool with an E.
Good evening, lords and ladies. Please allow me to present myself.
Stop that! Stop that! Stop that!
This is a theater where patrons expect a show and a meal, served by wenches, of course, and where audience participation means more than just watching the show.
And with your goblet raised as such, you would have told His Majesty's favorite drinking cheer, all hail! But not yet, not yet. It was a little premature, right? I'm sure that's the first time that's ever happened, right?
And all of this has been going on almost since the days of Henry VIII. The Royal Dump has been doing this show for 40 years.
All hail! Well, that sucked.
The longest running dinner theater show in America.
What is the difference between mashed potatoes and pea soup?
Hardly anybody can mash potatoes.
In 40 years, the dump has had a couple of homes, casts have changed, but it's mostly still the same show with the same lame, ribald jokes as it was back in the 70s, when dinner theater was king.
So it's been quite an adventure. And you know, when people say, well, you know, you're still doing it? I said, yeah, we're still trying to get it right.
The lovely wenches serve, they tell jokes, they're ribald, and they sing. Everybody calls the piano player by his character name, Itchy Rump. Nobody calls him by his real name, always Itchy. Fact is, he's worked here 30 years, been the producer here for 26 years. Now he owns the place.
After 30 years,
Yes.
do you still have fun at it?
Oh, God, yes. We do some of the same jokes for 30 years.
But it's just also the ambiance. It's just the fun that there's
Yeah.
just nothing like it. Explain that to me.
Because there is nothing like it. Because the adults can come in here and act like children.
Just like the bad jokes, one of the high points of the show has always been the same. Some poor knave is accused of not hailing the king and ends up in trouble. He is pelted with bread.
Ceasefire means start throwing the damn bread.
He can only be redeemed by the kiss of a maiden, if you know what I mean. And if that maiden's kiss doesn't work,
On your feet! Let's go!
well, there's got to be a maiden here somewhere.
Two at a time! Two at a time!
And finally, a kiss from his own wife.
Sire, I've got good news! He's no longer an ugly toad! Now he's a horny toad!
The king's honor is restored. The knave is freed. Dessert is served.
Sweet
This Christmas season show ends with a carol, and another performance of Who Knows How Many is over. And the Royal Dump resets and goes on, from the 16th century to who knows when.
Merry Christmas!
For HEC-TV, I'm Aaron Mermelstein.